or head trauma, it really speeds up concussion recovery. So I'm fascinated with that as well, like almost a prophylactic. Anybody involved in head trauma, I think you should definitely look at creatine as something to be taking just in case you get hit. And then of course, everything with Alzheimer's or other areas of depression. So I'm fascinated that this nutrient, which was, 1832 it was discovered, boring for the longest time because we thought we knew everything, and now it's taken a life of its own and it's having these profound benefits we never even thought would happen yet.
A lot of people consider you to be the sort of leading expert on this subject for many reasons. Do you think there'll be a time where you stop researching creatine and you move on to something else?
That's interesting. I would have said yes about 5 years ago, but now, no, there's too much to do. Even with skeletal muscle, if you were to say, what's the best dose, Darren, to take? I say, I have no clue. Every creatine researcher said, I don't know. We still don't know the best dose that every person can take that will check off all the boxes, especially in the brain. We're just giving an estimate that I take 10, maybe you take 12, someone might take 15. But at the end of the day, we still don't know the best supplementation protocol, the best dose. So there's so many areas. So for the next 20 years, I bet y'all still be focusing on creatine with other things as well, yeah.
And on that doses, is that different for different people?
Excellent question. So the thought was that the larger you are, you have more storing capacity in your muscle for creatine. So it makes sense. If you're 50 kilograms and 150 kilograms, you're going to have a greater storing capacity. So the dose on a relative basis is likely higher there as well. The more stressed the person is, it's likely they're going to require more because their natural machinery in the brain can't keep up. So it is very individualistic. I think we give out general recommendations to make it easy. But again, some people can take it very scientifically and base it on body weight, and you can't go wrong with both. Yeah.
I bet there's a lot of people that are this far into the conversation, and their central question is, right, I've got loved ones that I really, really want to start considering creatine supplementation for whatever reason. It could be cognitive benefits, muscular benefits, whatever, all the things we've talked about. They might end up sending this conversation to their loved ones.
Right.
Something that I do sometimes when I have episodes that are particularly moving for me. If their loved ones are now listening.
Yep.
And you had to make a case to their loved ones about why they should take creatine.
Yeah.
What would you say?
I would say creatine is one tool in that health promotion toolbox that might help you live longer and better and allow you to maintain activities later on in life, which you wouldn't have been able to do. And unfortunately, that leads to accelerated aging and a poor way to go. It's like saying, I'm going to save everything for retirement. My question is why? You might not make it to retirement. So that's one of the things, yeah.
Aging.
Yes.
What is aging in your definition of the word?
It's catastrophic. Unfortunately, I'm going through it. I've noticed ever since I hit the 4th decade, things hurt a lot more, and muscle mass to retain it's a little bit harder. So unfortunately, think of the body's ability to withstand stress is not as high, and things start to break down quite fast. So we all know, things hurt more. We've lost muscle mass. I can't run as fast. So biological aging is kind of the deterioration of the human body. We need to, with this conversation and others, come up with ways to stop the deterioration, and if anything, come up with ways to maintain that ability to live longer free of disease. Yeah.
We have a closing tradition on this podcast where the last guest leaves a question for the next, not knowing who they're leaving it for. This one's quite a tricky question.
Okay.
What is reality? What do you think all of this is? All this stuff that we can see and all we experience. What do you think it is? Do you think it's a simulation? Do you think it's...
This is all real for sure, because I think we can feel it. It's not a Big Brother or anything that's a game show. We all go through different emotions and things like that. So I think you can feel it. Yeah.
Are you religious?
Yes, Catholic, Roman Catholic. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're a family man? You've got some...
a French bulldog and a cat, as we talked about, and a wife at home, and really close to my family and stuff like that. Yeah.
And what is your goal? If we get to the end of your career and this was your last day and you had been successful.
Oh, yeah. I think it would be a lasting impression on my students that, wow, he changed my life in some way. And if I can make one person live longer, free of disease and happier, I'm all for it. When you start to see the human body, as people get older, you're like, oh, that person used to be young and vibrant. And then when you hear other people that can't do activities they live in, or they can't travel, or they're afraid to, I'm like, you need to embrace today. I love that quote from Morgan Freeman, Shawshank, get busy living or get busy dying. Because honestly, we have the ability with lifestyle choices to improve optimization. And I want to see people live to be 120, 130, still active, still going. And I think we're on the cusp with technology. And I think awareness around nutrition, exercise, sleep, laughter. Oh, geez, if I could ask anybody to do one more thing, it'd be just laugh more often. For me to be just a small piece of the puzzle promoting it, I think it's, if anything, it's just beyond my belief, yeah.
Why did this pull you in? I ask that in part because it tends to be the case that the things that draw us in or pull on make us curious, there tends to always be a bit of a personal reason.
Right, yeah. It was more that, am I scared of death? 100%. Yeah, I can't think of it, yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I just think it's weird for me. I get to a point, maybe being religious, and then you think about it, and then my brain stops. I can't think about it.
Really?
Yeah, and it becomes almost like I want to live forever, and if I can think of ways to make me live and partially get there, obviously it's not reality, but yeah, I'm scared to death of dying, yeah.
Have you always been?
Yep, 100%. Scared to death of heights, and I can't even talk about the death experience, yeah. Because I think it sort of brings into perspective things that you just don't know.
Did you ever lose anybody?
Just friends and things like that, but nothing specific like parents or anything like that yet. But it's always been there. I don't know if it's the Roman Catholic in me or not, but it's like, whoa, I don't want that at all, yeah.
You can't even talk about it?
Can't even talk about it, no, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of like, I can talk about it in a sense, I understand it and it's realistic, but it's more that for some reason I don't even want to think about it because I have so much passion for life that I don't even want to think about, oh shit, this could happen, yeah.
And you believe you go somewhere after death?
Oh, for sure, heaven, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you do believe you're going to heaven, that sounds like a good place, no?
Great place, yeah. I just want to spend more time here. There's still a lot of things to do, yeah, for sure.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you for doing the work.
Thank you so much. This was great. Thank you. Yes.
I have to say, you've done so much research on this subject that so many of my previous guests cite and talk about.
Okay.
And so it's great to have the source here himself, and I applaud you for the work you've done.
Thank
because
you
at the
so
end of the day, I think a lot of people do want to extend their health span.
Yes, right.
Which is to live healthier for longer.
Yeah.
Because there's a real sort of epidemic of people having short health spans, being medicated from the age of 40, 50 years old, and then having that sort of last couple of decades of our life being incapable of doing the things we care about.
100%, yeah.
And I think a lot of this research gives us an option, if we choose to take it, to live a better life.
Thank you so much.
Life.
Yeah, it was great. So
thank you so much.
We're
done. YouTube have this new crazy algorithm where they know exactly what video you would like to watch next based on AI and all of your viewing behavior. And the algorithm says that this video is the perfect video for you. It's different for everybody looking right now. Check this video out, and I bet you might love it.